Have you ever considered your relationship with your voice? Most people haven't, but I want you to consider it now. Do you feel like you can speak your mind and talk about your feelings and your ideas? And if you're a singer, make the full spectrum of sound with your voice? Or do you feel blocked? Does it feel heavy? I'm asking this because I'm a somatic practitioner and I'm also a singer. So I work in this really cool intersection between trauma and the stories that our bodies carry from our life experiences with the actual practical and creative uses of our voices. I work with people across the board, professionals and leaders and your everyday person, and I work with singers. Most people fall under two categories or somewhere in between. Category one, loud, outspoken, assertive, outgoing. If you've ever been called any of these things, it's likely that you can speak your mind and say what you need to say. But it's also possible that you're using your voice as a defense mechanism. Maybe somewhere along the way you learned that if I don't speak loudly and if I don't over-explain, then I'm not gonna get my needs met. Maybe you learned early on that if you are a little bit more gentle and more sensitive, that you might be taken advantage of. And so now you use your voice as a shield. I find that folks in this category have a little bit more difficulty with the more sensitive, vulnerable, gentle, and softer sides of themselves. The other category is those who might be considered shy or who stay in their shell, who don't feel as comfortable sharing their thoughts, opinions, and feelings. Was this person actually shy their whole life? Or have they been silenced by their life experiences? Whether it's your culture, your race, your gender, where you live, the city you come from, the family that you grew up in, it's possible that if you fall under this category, you learned early on that it wasn't safe enough for you to take up space literally with your body and voice, like speaking loudly, and so you have to speak gently. Otherwise, you might be met with consequences. Or that there was some judgment or even humiliation that would come with sharing your opinions and ideas and even your wants and needs. And so I find with folks who fall under this category that there is this desire to be louder, but there's a fear around it. When it comes to singing, they might be afraid to belt. Folks who fall under this category might also find themselves people-pleasing and fawning. Now, why am I bringing all of this up? Because in 2027, I might have the opportunity to share this information with a bigger platform at South by Southwest, but I can only get there with your support. If what I've shared with you has given you a moment to just self-reflect on how you show up in your day-to-day and how your voice might be impacting your career, your ability to create, set boundaries, and to have really meaningful relationships, I would love your support in getting me to the South by Southwest stage. Link is in my bio.